when you have the baby at the doctor's office and the people who are cleaning, people who are nurses, the baby gets the microbiome of those people. Those people. So those are not really your children.
Yeah.
Yes. So no wonder some of our children are
totally off.
They are totally
off.
And
you start wondering,
and then
who
we
is
complain.
your mother?
Yeah, and you start complaining and telling you are bad.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's how the baby was born. It's some of the first microbiome that the baby experienced. Yes.
Wow.
And don't forget, one of the places with the most microbiome is your stomach. That's why you have a lot of microbiome. Ndio mtu wangu
back again.
Episode ya tunaendelea.
This is second episode.
Yes.
Part 1, but they are divided in parts.
Yes. Episode ya pili. Ndio uko aje lakini?
Niko poa.
Ulikula chakula ile tulibakisha
ama tulirarua yote na nimebakisha kuna millet kwa freezer.
Kweli?
Kadogo hivi. I decided I'm not throwing away. It has to.
Ni kweli lazima tutumie.
I've been mixing it with my apples. It has completely almost replaced my oatmeal. What's the difference between oatmeal and millet?
Hiyo ni vizuri hapana si sawa.
Okay.
Iko tofauti. Oatmeal sasa kwa masomo afrofuturism. Oatmeal sio kitu ideal kukula. Sikulangi oatmeal.
Okay.
Kwa sababu unajua wewe ukiona mdudu anakuja hapa saa hii ama nyoka ama kitu unakukujia.
Yes.
Mtu binadamu fanya nini? Utoroka.
Either
unatoroka ama una fight. Sawa. Lakini unajua mmea ikikaa mmea haiwezi toroka. Ikiona mdudu imesimama tu hiyo mti. So inatumia kitu inaitwa biowarfare. Kwa hivyo vile inafanya inatengeneza dawa ambayo huyo mnyama akikula inamharibikia inakuwa so hatarudi hapo tena. So that's the only way mnyama mimea inaweza kujikinga. So kuna kitu inaitwa rectin. Yes. Rectin iko ni protein ambayo wanyama wametengeneza. Wadudu wakikula wanakuwa na stomach upset nini plants. Wadudu wakikula plants hizo plants hawezi kula mingi. Hawezi kula mingi. Hiyo ni njia ya kujiprotect. So oatmeal ni kitu moja ambaye chakula aina moja ambayo iko na rectin ndani.
High rectin.
Iko na rectin. Na rectin unajua sasa wewe sio mdudu, wewe ni mkubwa. Sawa? So what happens ni uchunguzi sasa imetuonesha kwamba ukikula chakula ambazo ziko na rectin sana zinaanza kufanya uwe na allergies. Inakuwa affect lakini slowly. Unaona unakuwa na allergies, unakuwa na insensitivity ya chakula zingine, unakuwa pata homa. Yani mwili yako haiko sawa. Ni kama tu kuweka gas kwa gari alafu uweke maji kiasi. Unaona hii itaenda sawa. So the body is never so to take rectin out of it ni jambo muhimu sana katika chakula cha afrofuturism. So ukikula tofauti ya millet kubwa na oatmeal ni hiyo. Ya kwamba moja iko na rectin, ingine haina. Kwa hivyo moja ni acceptable kwa afrofuturistic conscious cuisine, ingine sio acceptable.
I see what you mean.
Kwa hivyo you see, unaona.
I see. Okay.
No.
I know today you have a lot going on during the day.
Kweli.
Let's hit the road running. I have so many questions for today, but let's hit the road running.
Leo tunataka kutengeneza soup. Tunataka kutengeneza soup. Last time tulitengeneza chai, tukatengeneza hii. Last time tulitengeneza chakula, tulitengeneza salad. Hizi tulitengeneza soup, hizi chakula tofauti. Kitu watu kutengeneza leo na leo nataka tutengeneze soup aina nyingine. Different kind of soup. Different kind of soup. And what we have basically the main flavor in this is seaweed. Seaweed ukinusa umekula seaweed wewe umekula seaweed kwa sushi watu wamekula sana seaweed kwa sushi
lakini nimeikula nilipata mtu akikula from the bag
sasa by the way that's another example of the evolution ambaye inafanyika kwa chakula chakula before wewe ulikuwa mbona ukukula mbona ukukua umekula hiyo kwa bag kwa kama mazamani is just recent.
I know.
Yeah. Why? Because people, this is very important topic. Kwa sababu in America, while I've been here, I've seen a total change, and we'll cover some of that in the next episode. In the transition towards organic food, people have become very, very conscious about what they are doing. And this is something Africans need to know, and Black people need to know, especially. Kwa sababu there has been a lot of effort for people to know more about the relationship between health, the environment, na pia hata just a good wellness, general wellness. So what happens is that chakula kama pizza, sodas, zikaanza kudecline. Hamburgers, sales zake zikaanza kudecline. That's why when you go to Kenya, now you find people eating pizza there. Why? Because the market here is going down.
So they are taking McDonald's there. They never used to want to go there.
Now the market here is shrinking. So ile chakula mbaya hapo watu wataki wanatuma huko. Unaona? Now when the market goes, that's what typically they did that with cigarettes as well. And we'll have many episodes to talk about milk, mambo ya formula, baby formula, zamani and zile siasa ziko huko. But it's all about the market, right? So I wanted to showcase seaweed as an example pia ya vile chakula hapa ina-evolve haraka sana. And the market is responding to people's heightened awareness. Unaelewa? Heightened awareness. And now we'll cover that part of that in the next episode. But let me say this is the main flavor in this food. So we have seaweed, we have sweet potatoes. Inaitwa garnet sweet potatoes, which is a very local sweet potato. Ambayo is baked in the oven. While it's being baked, kwa sababu tuko sustainable, pia tumebake hii malenge inaitwa squash, inaitwa kabocha.
It's local too.
Yes, local. Yeah, imekuzwa hapa. Imekuzwa tu hapa. And all I did is rub some herbs inside and I turned upside down and we'll probably bake it again here as well. Lakini leo for the sake of for the interest of time tumefanya prep kidogo just so that we have a little bit more time. So this is it. So these are the ingredients. We have kombucha, we have seaweed, we have red onion, we have sweet potato, we have garlic, we have organic lemon, we have turmeric, we have pea shoots. Pea shoots ni tu ile minji. But they're sprouted. About them sprouted. We have curry powder. We have cumin. We have cumin. And we have nutmeg. Nutmeg hapa. Na tuko na olive oil ile yetu ya kawaida ile ilikuwa imebaki. Sawa. So those are the ingredients. So I'm going to prep this very quickly. Just chop them and then we'll make the soup. It will take probably 10 minutes, man, and we'll be done.
Let's go.
Sawa. Hapo ni poa. Haya baba. Tuendelee na kazi. Wera ni wera. Wajaluo wanasema teach and teach. Sio kama unajua. Teach and teach. Wera ni wera. Wera ni wera.
They have their own
wera ni wera. Yes. They have their own wera ni wera. Kwa hivyo yes, teach and teach. Na hiyo ndio tunagonga hapa in 10 minutes. My goal is 10 minutes the soup should be ready. Kwa hivyo wewe kazi yako ni kuweka time hapa. Weka time uniambie kama within time. Sawa?
Yes.
Sawa. We come in 2 minutes and 5 minutes and we should be cooking together very quickly.
Sawa? Definitely. 118.
Yes, 118. Yes.
Okay.
Sawa.
So the red onion, is it different from white onion?
Yes, they're different because they have different flavors. But they are very, very close to each other. Yes, but the red onion is more pungent. Iko pungent kuliko white onion. And white onion hiyo ni jina tunatumia tu generic kama tukisema unasema hii ni gari. Lakini hiyo sio Volvo, there's a Volvo, you know, if you can want to be more specific, unaweza sema hii ni van, hii ni gari ndogo, hii ni saloon, yeah?
So I've been hearing a lot about ketones.
Ketones, yes.
Is it true they block the conversion of starch into sugar? Ndio.
Hiyo ni science imeonyeshana hivyo. And the complexity of some of the research that's being done. Kwa sababu wewe hiyo inafanywa the average American. You might not be an average American. Unaona, that's number one. Number two, ile kama unakula chakula mbaya, you are going to expect, you can have all kinds of problems. Unaona? So it becomes very, very difficult to solve, kusema, mimi yangu hii inakonvertiwa na hii. Hii ndio, kwa sababu hii ndio inafanyika. Think about this way. Wewe, kuna mtu kama mimi, kwa mila yetu, when anybody was born, any child, the way you are fed was, my mother would roast bananas called mitahato. Those are the type of bananas, and mutahato kana mitore, one of those two names. So my mother would roast them on the fire. She would chew them, and then she would open my mouth and stick it from her mouth to my mouth. So now, you can imagine eating that kind of food as a child. Na wewe hapo unachukua applesauce, iko na dawa, all non-organic ingredients. From a child. What do you think you're going to be? How do you think you're going to be by the time you become an old person?
Your body will be
iko noma sana. So anyway, so you just have to be mindful as a Kenyan, kama mtu wangu, that some of the research, might not apply to you in the exact same way.
In the exact same way, because these are different beings. Having eaten different things from childhood.
Yes. But at the same time, in the same breath, you know that if you eat just like the way typical Americans are eating, what they call SAD, we call it SAD, SAD, Standard American Diet, then you and your posterity will have the same issues that are facing the Americans. You have the same economic crisis. But research is good. There is a lot of research going on. Now we are able to tell a lot of different things, just like I was sharing with the rectin. When I stopped eating rectin, I have not had a cold in like 7 years.
Wow.
In over 7 years, I haven't had a cold. No cold.
No flu.
Until flu, man. When we had COVID, I did not get, I had my own vaccination. They said, you had vaccination. I said, okay, vaccination is fine. I'll vaccinate myself. Why? Because I've been thinking about vaccination for the last 30 years. Yes. And now, that's number one. Number two, obviously, I didn't trust the science. There was a lot of politics, and if I don't understand anything else, I understand
politics. So many things coming up now.
So now we are only being validated when we raise some of those alarms, and people will say, you guys are deniers, you're conspiracy theories. If you say that there is a conspiracy do exist. Some of them do exist. So that is sometimes used in a blanket way to shut any questions. And one thing I like about America, I have to say, there are a lot of things I criticize America. But in America, at least you have the right to ask questions. Ask questions. It's just a question. Ask the question. You don't. By the way, are you selling this? Are they organic or something? People will tell you the truth.
They'll tell you that.
People will tell you more likely, right? So that's a culture here. For some people, they think, it's not. I need salt, my friend.
Salt.
We have salt. Yes.
We have salt.
Just salt. Yes. So here we are. So we put all salt. So we have the onions. We have the seaweed. And we have the garlic. And we put all salt in there. Just all salt, right? And then we'll just stir it for a few minutes. To add the flavor of the seaweed into the onions. Into the onions. Yes. And again, cooking no water system to start with, so that we can have the flavors. But this is soup. So the soup, but this is soup. So we will add some.
We'll add water.
We'll add water. We'll add salt. We're not going to be able to add soup without water. So anyway,
I realize when you roast things, they have flavor. Good flavor.
Very good point. The original food we used to eat as human beings was roasted.
Roasted, yeah.
It was roasted, yeah. It was just cooked with open fire.
Yeah.
And so we have evolved. We have a genetic predisposition to roasted things. So when the food gets almost burned, just a little bit, it mimics the roasting of food. Yes.
It mimics the roasting.
The roasting, yes.
So that's why it keeps that good flavor. It burns the top of it a little.
Yes, just a little bit of it.
Yes,
and you get very good flavor. Yes.
Yeah.
You get very good flavor, yes.
And it does not invade the nutrients inside at all. That's good.
And that's a very good point, because when you burn only on the outside, a lot of times the inside is almost raw.
It's almost raw.
Almost raw. Yeah, you didn't touch. Yeah. But when you cook with slow heat, the slow heat goes all the way inside. Right? It's just like putting. Sometimes if you put something like zucchini on the open fire and you just roast it very quickly, and you can still eat it. Why? Because the cooked part fools the body to think that the food is cooked.
I got
right? And you're so captivated with the flavor of the burnt part that it's easy for you to get away with the inside that is barely cooked. So you get a lot of good nutrients there.
Very true.
So here we are. So we have my garnet. Sweet potato is already peeled. That's all we had to do. Peel it. This is what it is.
I see.
And we cut it in small pieces so that we can be able to
create a soup out of it.
Easier, right? Get a soup out of it. So it's just a matter of chopping it, chopping it quickly chopping it, right? And all the time we are keeping an eye on the burn so that it doesn't burn.
Yes.
So we just want to cook it really, really slowly without without burning it. Right?
Yeah.
Without burning. But here in a few minutes, then we have to add the kombucha. Kombucha. So just a few scoops, like maybe 3 scoops.
Okay.
We pull 3 scoops.
You pull.
2. We pull a third one.
How nutritious is a pumpkin?
A pumpkin is so most of the important thing to note about pumpkin is that it has a lot of good fiber.
Oh,
right?
Fiber.
That's
the keyword for the pumpkin.
Yes. So fiber, bananas, sweet potatoes have good fiber.
Yes.
So when you put these things in food, you feed your microbiome in your gut. So you got you're dealing with what you call gut health.
Gut health.
Because you are, I don't know whether we cover this, but you remember the Genome Project. I don't think you were here you're here at that time when the genome during Clinton's era.
Yeah.
One of the biggest projects that
I was here when
Clinton was almost out.
Second, when
he was out. Yes. The Genome Project was completed, and what the Genome Project is it calculated how many genes it takes to make different insects, creatures and stuff like that. So what happened is we found out that a human being has about 20 genes.
Yes.
It takes 20 genes to make your body. But it makes between 200,000 to 2 million genes in your microbiome, the microbiome that are in different parts of the body.
Yes.
Just a minute. So, that means you're only 1% genetic composition. Only 1% genes. But 99% microbiome.
Wow.
And the microbiome is so powerful in your mood, in the kind of character you have. It'll shock most people to realize how much how different microbiome is. So much so that there is actually a project going on now, collecting people's poop and storing it, just like they are storing the seeds in Scandinavia.
Yeah.
They store people's poop. Why?
Oh, really?
Because there's a lot of microbiome that's being killed by antibiotics and things like this.
Wow.
So they change your mood. Let me. I've seen a lot of interesting things, and if you want to read about it, you can read more about it. But let me tell you what really shocked me. Now let's first look at how our things are looking. So you see, so we are still still burning.
Yeah,
okay? Nothing burning. So here we are. Yes. So here we are. We'll put a little bit of turmeric, and all we have to do is pound it. We'll pound just a little bit and we put in it.
Okay.
But check this out. you know, Zambia is the country with the most twins in the world.
Twins?
Twins, yes. No other country has any greater number of twins. No. None.
Yeah? Is there a biological explanation?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's just genetic. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, there are families that have twins and they have that don't have twins. Yeah, that's genetic.
Okay.
Yes. So one researcher went to Zambia and they found during the time when there was food scarcity. And they found out that there was a twin where one was much chubbier, but the other one was skinny, malnourished, almost dying.
Oh, really?
And they say, hold on, man. They asked the mother, why are you being why are you showing favoritism to one?
To one.
Yeah, you must be feeding one more than the other one.
Yeah.
Yes, why are they different weights and they are identical twins?
Yeah.
And the mother said, no. They eat the same amount of food.
Wow.
But how come one is chubby, one is skinny?
One is not.
So you know what the researcher did? They took the microbiome of the skinny one and they put in the other chubby one, and they became skinny.
Oh.
Just that, yes. So the microbiome has a lot of impact on so many different things. It's not even funny. So we're going to add some water, some filtered water in our dish, and yes, and we should be done in just a few minutes. In just a few minutes, we should be done.
Yeah.
So that's how important microbiome is. So your microbiome is very, very important.
Okay.
I tell you another interesting thing. You know, a lot of women now have their children through the C-section.
Yeah.
So you get operated and they get the baby.
They get the baby out.
So the funniest thing, the most strangest thing is that when the baby is born, there's some microbiome they get through the vaginal, the birth canal. If they don't go through the birth canal, they don't get those microbiomes.
Oh, really?
So they are more liable to be have allergies and stuff like that. Funny sicknesses. Yeah. So they found that out, right? So that's number one. Number two, they get the microbiomes of the people who are next to them.
So do they get the microbiome from the skin of the uterus?
Yes, when they are growing up, from the birth canal, yes. Okay. So when they are born, they get that protection. They get that protection.
The bacteria.
Bacteria invades them. Yes.
And the immune system kicks in.
Kicks in. Yes.
I see.
And it strengthens the immune system.
Wow.
So the funny thing, I went to West Africa during my graduate school, and I learned that in many traditions there, the mother during birth, the mother and the grandmother will be inside the hut, and their midwife. And after the baby is delivered, the midwife will leave, and the mother and the grandmother and the grandchild will stay. The mother, the baby, and the grandmother. They stay in the hut for 7 days. So the baby gets the microbiome of who? The mother and the grandmother. And we know, look at how some scientific Africans are.
Yeah.
We follow our lineage through the mitochondria of the women.
Yes.
So we can't tell who your great great grandfather was, but we can tell the mother, the first mother. We can do that.
Yeah.
So they will bring that microbiome into the hut, and then the microbiome of the mother, and they will be there.
Wow.
And so the baby will be completely. Then you can say, "This is my baby." When you have the baby at the doctor's office and the people who are cleaning, people who are nurses, the baby gets the microbiome of those people. So those are not really your children.
Yeah.
Yes. So no wonder some of our children are
totally off.
They are totally off.
And you start wondering,
and then
who
we
is
complain.
your mother?
And you start complaining and telling you are bad. No. It's how the baby was born. It's some of the first microbiome that the baby experienced. Yes.
Wow.
And don't forget, one of the places with the most microbiome is your stomach. That's why you have a lot of microbiome.
Yes.
If you take antibiotics, they kill a lot of those microbiome. And a lot of those, you can't replace them. It's like the ones you are born with, that's what you have.
That's why it's dangerous to eat food that has been treated with antibiotics.
Antibiotics, yes.
I see.
Yes, right? So finally, the only organ that has a direct connection with the brain through the vagus nerve is your stomach.
Your stomach.
So the stomach, And I'll tell you an interesting one. Now I'll serve you soup. You know, I don't think about your language. Think about your own indigenous language. In ours, we say we have. If somebody gets really scared, they say, "Hey, I was so scared when I saw that my stomach filled with water.
I felt something.
Water in the stomach, right?
Yeah.
And if somebody makes you so sick, he makes so sick to my what?
You feel funny.
No, it's a term. The term to the stomach. That's the term I'm looking for. They say he makes me sick to my stomach.
Yes.
Really? Yeah. Why? Look at how the connection. And no, the part of the brain that deals with satiety, that tells you, oh, umekula, umeshiba, you're full, right? Is the same part of the brain that deals with severely immoral issues. Like you say, he came and punched the baby, 2-month-old baby, with a hot pan, and just with a hot pan.
Yes.
He's like, oh man, you're making me don't even tell me. That part of the brain is called the insular. Insula is the insular section.
Okay.
So it deals with only two things: food and morality.
Oh, really?
They say part of the brain. So this is very scientific.
Food and morality. I get the point.
So when we talk about food justice, we don't realize how scientific we are being. So people, so you see, there's a big connection between justice, food, and stuff. So our food, soup is ready. Now we can serve. We can. The number one mistake chefs make is to cook and not taste the food before they cook. Yes, so you have to. Yes, and I taste it in a traditional way. Yes. Put it on. Taste it with the microbiome. So I'm only tasting the food, but I'm also tasting a little bit of microbiome.
Okay.
So hey, so we don't. We have a bowl. Actually, this is your bowl. I have your odd spoon because I call it
this spoon. They're the ones made here.
Yes. Right? So
I'll start buying things locally.
Yes. So look. So no, actually,
as usual, the oil comes later.
That always comes last. So get close. The pot is just a little hotter than so.
Oh, it looks good too.
Yes, so
looks great.
Wonderful. So there you have.
Wow, this is.
There you go.
Good.
And then we have the olive oil. We had already put a little bit in there, just a little bit. And then we are going to put some of those. Yes. Pea shoots. That way you're eating. We are eating some soup, some starch, but you're not only. This is when you have the nutrients at their finest before the food. Yes, at the finest. Yes. So
really,
that's it.
Wow.
Right. So that's the soup.
Look at that.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
That's why I keep telling you. You feel like you're eating the garden, a really natural garden.
Oh, it's true, and that's the goal. So see whether we have enough soup. I didn't do a lot of tasting because of in the interest of time, and. Is it
perfect?
Good? I love it. Okay, good. Okay, so there you are, and we are not going to. While you're having it, just keep having soup, man.
Yeah, I'll keep on having it.
And mine is just to keep talking.
It's very delicious.
Wonderful. Okay. So yes. So what I'm going to do is just remove this very, very quickly, and.